What is your perception of money? Like, really, what do you think about it? Do you often or do you ever stop and really reflect on your thoughts about well, I want to say simple, but also very complex topic of money? It's just literally a piece of paper. And society and the world and humans, a lot of humans, put so much energy in trying to obtain this piece of paper or avoid this piece of paper or judge this piece of paper. Soon this is going to be so archaic, this video, because it's not even going to be paper. So funny as I talk about that. It's paper. It won't even exist. Okay, so let's go right now. It's a number in a computer. In the future, I don't know what it's going to be. Some code. I don't know. I have no idea what it's going to be. But where we work our entire lifetime for this certain number in this bank account, and we have no idea what's going to happen to that number in the future. That number could be wiped away. That number could be frozen. That number could, there's just infinite possibilities in this universe. And that's like a whole other topic. But I want to talk about today is your perception of actually obtaining, working for, receiving, allowing into your life this money, however you receive money, in whatever currency you receive money. When I first started my company, my perception of money was so negative. I was so afraid to be successful, to have money, because I was scared it would change me as a person. And it took me years, I say this easily, but it took me years to get to that root. Like, why am I so afraid of this? And I went and I did a lot of workshops and read a lot of books because I wanted to change my money mindset, as they say. And through all of these teachers, I completely changed my perception. I went to one workshop, and the day one of the workshop and day 3 of the workshop, I radically changed my perception. And now I have this belief, and this is not my quote, so this is not me quoting this, but something one quote I love so much is, money makes you more of who you already are. Money makes you more of who you already are. And that impacted me so much. I wrote it down on paper. I first heard about that from T.Harv. I don't know if he was the one who quoted that from someone else. I know he has many teachers as well, but I loved reading his books and learning from him. And it just helped me. If I started my company 11 years ago, good, innocent, very ethical, very honest, very transparent. Well, if one day if I grow this to $1 million company, let's say, I will still be that person, and I will grow that because I have started with all of those good qualities. So it no longer scared me. Like, I'm not going to change. I'm going to be still the same person. If I was generous then and I had very little money, but I would give donations, well, then if I have a lot of money, then I'm in a position where I can give more donations and higher donations. So it really just calmed me down. It really helped me to go, okay, money, sometimes people have the quote, money is the root of all evil. And it's not money that's evil. It's how humans use that money or create war from that money or whatever, kill for that money, whatever they do. But money is very neutral, and I feel like money is just energy, and how can we attract it into our lives, and how can we just attract it, but also give it freely. I'll have maybe non-attachment to it. That's difficult, for those hoarders, those savers who don't ever want to spend their money. So I'm very curious, in business, it's so important. You can be working so hard, but if I feel like you could just be swimming upriver if you don't stop and see your thoughts. What thoughts you have about money when you meet someone, extremely successful? Do you see them as good people? Do you see them as bad people? Do you see them as honest and ethical, or do you see them as corrupt and that they stole from others? And the judgments can be so instant, we might not even know. But it's important to be conscious of them in order to shift, because if you perceive a really successful person, as, unethical or dishonest, and you don't want those qualities, you will probably associate money with that. But if you surround yourself with really generous, entrepreneurs who give a lot of time, money, and energy to their causes, and they're serving the world, then you'll maybe associate, or hopefully you'll associate money and success to these those kinds of, good qualities. So it really is always about the mindset. We talk about this in every book, but it's so important, like your money mindset, in order to be able to grow your company to where you want it. We're run by, most of our day in our life is run by our unconscious mind. And we have to kind of stop and look internally. What is our unconscious? How are we operating? And to be able to first know what's happening before we can readjust and make the shifts, the positive shifts that we want. I remember one book when I first started my company is by, it was called Money Keys by Karen Russo. And this was like one of the first books that I read about money mindset. And she really brought in a lot of spirituality and money together. In my brain, spirituality and money were not together. There was nothing like similar or intertwined with money and spirituality. But her book, as many books, and I talk about this in my book as well, my book, Intuitive Business Connections, the importance of giving. The importance, the beginning, I didn't even have enough money to pay my bills. So I would want to naturally hoard and make sure I could pay my bills. And then it created more lack, and I felt more lack. And if people would call, they'd almost hear it in my voice of this lack. And, for her, she's like, in order to get past this and trust the universe and trust that you'll always have money to be able to take care of yourself, it's, easier said than done, but as to give and to donate to people who have helped you along the way. And, some people do tithing, 10% tithing. Other people, take whatever percentage to contribute. But for me, it's like, to contribute and give to whoever you're drawn to, someone who's helped you. It could be, not a charity. It could be anyone. It could be someone down the street. It could be a friend who gave you advice, who helped you so much that you want to gift them with, because money is just energy, to gift them with the gift of money, And for me, that helped me so much shift my lack mentality to abundance mentality, to go, wow, I think I don't have a lot to pay my bills, but I'm able to make a donation. And that made me feel good. And with that feeling good, I felt more empowered to be able to make more money, to be able to give more, It really had a magical effect on me. And it was just from one book and, one line and one suggestion that I really took to heart. So I just love, the power of books. That's why I'm an author, and I believe in writing and reading and learning, because 10 years ago, if I didn't learn that, I don't know if I would still be in that, lack mindset. I have no idea where I would be today. But that helped me. That helped me a lot. I'm curious what has helped you. Is there a specific workshop, a specific book, a specific quote, or a suggestion from someone that really helped you shift your money mindset to be more positive? What was it before and what is it now? It's essential to stop, think about that. And I think if you don't even do it now, you probably won't do it tomorrow. So stop, think about it, write it in the comments, for others to learn. Others can learn from you. You know, 1 minute of sharing what you have learned could help someone else, you know, from years of struggle, and you have that power right now. So write it in the comments below. I want to hear your money mindset. I want to hear your perception of, you know, this concept that humans have created. And I'm sure I'm going to do many more videos on this topic, because we work for money. And what is money? You know, that can be the next video. What is money? How do we define money in our lives? What does it represent? So thank you again. Share this, like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to read your comments and see you next time.